What's going on, guys? So today everything is kind of a mess, man. So honestly, getting this ready, that's going to Hawaii. Getting this ready, that's a distributor going over to Missouri. Getting those ready. One of those is a bracket for the power steering, or no, I'm sorry, for the reservoir for the radiator, and then the other one is from Patriot SARMs for some peptides. Man, like, dude, it's been so busy out here, and it looks like nothing has changed. It's crazy. Then I did have Rob come through on the new website. Shout out to him for being one of the first people to order stuff directly from our website now. He ordered the mounts, which are right up here, which I got to get packed up and out to him. So he ordered both of these torque mounts. So we'll get those. I don't know. We'll just throw those down here so I can take them into the shop or inside to get packed. So this is the car that we've been working on for a little bit to basically dismantle and get taken apart. Obviously, it's pretty close to being there, aside from, you know, some of the bits. And what I did learn about this car, actually, that we saved, I want to say, because I don't like H series or K series, but this actually used to be an H series car, and you could tell because of the way that this actually bolted in. So 2 bolts here, 2 bolts here, which would be the shifter mechanism that sits on top, which has the cables. The cables would have gone through there and then up into the engine bay, which is crazy because I don't see any modifications or anything really to the engine mounts or anything. So back in the day when we were doing them, that wasn't the case. You had to chop one off and do a whole bunch of fabrication. So the seats are still here that we cleaned yesterday, that I did a little display on. We pulled off some exhaust, which I was actually going to put on my car, but we're actually going to sell this now. So if someone is looking for a 1320 4-to-1 header, which these sound pretty cool because they tried to make them like an equal length type runner situation. And then a Apex C N1 exhaust, which has the slant tip, which I really like these. We also have the mid pipe as well, which does have a resonator in it as well. And we do have the test pipe as well that eliminates that. So if anybody wants any of those items or something like that from the exhaust, you know, definitely let us know. Update on my car. I haven't really done much with it yet. As far as like engine bay wise, I did put the Type R strut bar on because I wanted to take some pictures of it. And then moving back here, we've been making some items, and I do want to kind of give like a teaser because one of the items that we're actually going to start making is this bezel right here, and not this one specifically because this is an automatic shifter bezel, and you can tell because of how big it is. So you can see how much bigger that like whole section is. So this would be for an automatic shifter, and then this would be for a manual shifter, obviously. And we're gonna recreate this whole piece right here because I get asked for this on a weekly basis. And you know, with the 3D printing and with all the, you know, the options that they have now, that's definitely something that I really wanted to get made for us, along with some other pieces. Obviously, like we're making this piece, this cover piece as well too, because a lot of guys are asking for those, and you know, they go missing over time. So if you guys are in need of any of those, definitely let us know. Moving back here, I haven't really done anything with the B20. I just haven't had time. I do run this shop a lot by myself, so as you can see, no one is here right now, and I'm having to pack all the orders. So I'm up front doing orders when I first get here, which I got here kind of late today. I'm usually doing that for, you know, an hour, sometimes 2 hours, because it is quite a process of getting all the stuff packed, and then finding boxes, which Luckily, I have a guy that lives or that has the building next door to me that he yeah, I don't really want to go into like what his business is, but he has a lot of boxes and he gets a lot of items shipped over there. And it really helps me out because I always just tell him, hey man, like leave those boxes next to my door if it's not raining, and I'll come out back and grab them. Update on the GSR, not really too much of an update. I took the head to go get it resurfaced and it's actually done. I just need to get it back. And that reminds me, I ordered a set of head studs for my car and I didn't order a set of head studs for this, and I should have. Not that it really needs head studs, obviously, because it's just going back to factory configuration, but I'm putting head studs in this because finding regular OEM bolts is kind of a pain and I can't get them in town from anywhere. So I'm just going to order head studs for this when I order head studs, but that didn't work out too well. So, yeah, and that's really about it. And, so we do have some tail lights and stuff that I like. All this stuff I need to clean. We do have some really good tail lights for the 94 through 97 models, which I really like these with the orange. I don't know why, I just really do. Those are cool too, you know, the all red or whatever, which is actually on my car. But I really like the old school taillights. So I don't know, maybe like someone can comment below and let me know what you guys think. But all these brackets and all these pieces, all this booster and all the stock intake stuff, like I got to clean up. And normally I do some cleaning right here just because it's kind of convenient and it's inside and it's got warm water. So then you know, we're going to deconstruct one of the door panels because it does have a really good switch in it. So shout out to anyone that needs a window switch. We do have one in that one. We do have a couple available now actually, but that one actually has a really good set in it. We do have someone that actually is stopping by today that's checking out some transmissions that wants to do a auto to manual conversion. So of course, like we pull out all this stuff from, you know, the manual cars, and this is all stuff that he would need, and we've already kind of like priced it out. And I told him that, hey, like we're gonna have this all available, which we have a couple sets of that stuff already, but it's nice to have because it comes with cars, obviously. And you know, we're gonna use a new master cylinder on his car, but stuff like this, you know, like an item like this that, you know, you're not gonna go to Honda and buy this because you can't. And then for the actual factory line, if someone wants to make it look like a factory car, we're going to use the factory line. We also do have the stainless steel lines as well too, to go straight from the master cylinder. It kind of loops over the engine and then goes straight down into the slave cylinder. So this car actually has one, but the way he did it is kind of weird because he went from the master cylinder around the front of the engine, which I would definitely not recommend. That's a horrible situation because it's sitting right up against the headers, which this does have enough slack to go, you know, to come back here and then go directly over the transmission. Like it would come straight over here and then straight down to the slave cylinder, which is that's the way that you'd want to do something like that. I don't know why this guy did it this way, but obviously too, so we have another reservoir here, and you know, master cylinder, like I said, it's gonna be replaced with a new one. So so we might have that car coming into the shop here in like another week once he gets all the parts that he wants to order. And then I kind of have been doing research. I actually want to put these wheels on my car, but I want bigger tires. So these are 40 series and I want to go up to a 45 series. I don't know if there's anyone out there that, you know, likes the bigger, meatier tires. Definitely let me know. This tire is actually trashed. It's got a big crack in the back of it. It had a big bolt, or had like a nail jammed through it. I don't know where it's at. It's in here somewhere. Yeah, right there. So because of that right there, this big nail that poked through it, what happened was this had set flat for so long that it actually cracked. It cracked the tire open, and I don't know where it is right now, but oh yeah, right there. So it doesn't look like much right now, but when it was smashed up against the ground, it's completely, it's just a big crack right through the tire. And I'm not going to trust plugging that and doing it. Ooh, that could have really sucked. So I'm going to replace that tire, and then I kind of wanted to replace the other tires that were on them. Not that they're not good tires, but I just wanted a little bit more meat on them, especially going from something like this, which is, you know, less wide. This is definitely not as wide, but these are actually 215s. So it's a 215 by 40, and I want to go to probably like a 205 45, and then I'm going to stick them on this car just because I think they look pretty cool, and like the white will kind of offset it. So let me know what you guys think, man. You know, I love kind of showing some of the stuff that we have here, because a lot of people don't get to come and visit us, you know, in person. So it's hard to just, you know, take pictures and explain like what's all going on, and, you know, really dive into like all the parts that we have, because I mean, I have parts in here that we haven't even taken out that are just literally just sitting there. So also too, I wanted to go over another one of the items that we're making, and we're actually going to remake these pull tabs right here. So, you know, for anybody that does have a seat that's got these busted off, which is pretty common actually, and you don't see these for sale really, because nobody wants to take these off of a good seat and ruin the seat. And then, you know, obviously anyone that is missing this and has a seat that they can't put down because they can't grab that little knob, they know, you know how much of a pain in the butt that is. So that's just some of the things that we're working on, guys. I definitely would love your input. If you have something that you would like to have like remade, or like what you think would be good for the community, you know, just like our tabs here that, you know, hold the armrest down. You know, I expect that to do pretty well, you know, once we are able to really market that, and just some items like that. So, you know, a lot of this stuff is getting ready to go up on the website. If you haven't checked out the website, it is theintegrahub.com. So a lot of the stuff is going to get categorized and put on there, so that way we can kind of sell the same thing over and over and over again. Like, because we have several items that are the exact same, that are pretty similar. You know, obviously like this one's kind of like bent, but I mean, obviously you can see how many we have, which that's not even all the ones that are pulled off the cars that we have too. So we probably have, you know, 8 or 9 of these really, of these brackets that are all in pretty similar condition. And of course I'm going to pick all the good ones. We're also going to have on the website, we're also going to have items like this that are kind of like the scratch and dent items that are kind of one-off, that I won't be able to post and sell with the other items. And then of course we have like multiples of like hood latches that are in the same condition. So, you know, we'll sell those together, and I'll just say, hey, I have like 5 of those. We have like 3 starters, you know, distributors, door latches. So we do get asked for this quite a bit, which are the door latches on the inside that, you know, when you shut your door, some people are having mechanical issues with those now. And that's actually been a pretty good seller. So yeah, I would really like to be able to make more content and get stuff out there and not make super long videos, but I am one person that likes to go kind of into detail, you know, about what we have and what we're doing, because as to date right now, I don't really know of another website that's really trying to get out all that stuff on there, as well as getting like reproduction parts made, and just kind of all have it under like one roof. So definitely like give us a shout if you guys need something, or if you have like some input on something you'd like to see, you know, made and brought to life and remanufactured for, you know, obviously the Integras right now is the only thing that we're focusing on. So yeah, man, I hope everyone's having a great day, and we'll talk to you guys later. Peace.